mean look on his face. So difficult. Just unnecessary. Okay, let's hope people come back. Because I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know what I did last time. Just ridiculous. I need to like write down all of the issues and figure it out. Okay. So I think we're gonna start playtime now because the boys are maybe getting restless. Toby's ready for a little snooze, I think. Let's go over to cat corner. Hopefully someone can let me know if the chat is working again. Say hello, Tobes. Good boy. Okay. So let's get toys out. Oh, he's so cute. Calm down. Okay. It's the only way to get cats to love them. That purr is almost exclusively for Dreamies. It's in my hand still. Good boy. I don't think the chat's working again, and I really can't figure it out. So I think it'll just have to be like this for now, because I don't know what to do. I think maybe the time it happened before, it was that I had clicked Made for Kids, and when it's Made for Kids, they turn the chat off, which I guess is like a safeguarding feature. So I get it, but it's still obviously frustrating, because obviously nothing in the live stream is inappropriate. But there we are. Dreamy babies. Do you want some of your toys out? We'll do some Dreamies in a minute. What toys should we play with today then? Chobes. Oh. Such a good boy. Hang on, I'll check my notifications. Okay, let me just get the link for Claire. One day we'll be good at this, I promise. There we go. One day I'll be actual professionals. So I don't know if I told you guys, actually a couple of people have ordered some things off our Amazon wish list lately, which is really cool. And we have it set to like a surprise, so we don't know, and they just turn up, and then I'm like, oh god, what have I ordered this time? And stop buying stuff, and I open it, and I'm like, oh, I definitely didn't buy all of this. So it's nice, like a little present. And obviously we got this little fishy in there too. It's pretty cool. They both love catnip. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to pay much attention to it now. Leo only wants one thing. Off camera with his little moody face. Huh? I think the chat is working, so that's great news. Okay. okay. I know exactly what Leo wants. He needs to get some new toys, really. Some toys that he likes. What I would like is for Leo to start some independent play, because it's just every time he wants this to be thrown about for him. He has to hold it in his mouth for like 10 million hours once he catches it. And not only is it frustrating to play with Leo because he does not like to share, this is the only toy he likes. I think it came with him, and so foster carers had bought it because it was obviously his favourite. And it did have 3 full feathers. Obviously that's not the case anymore because he's absolutely destroyed it. This is actually a replacement. So he had destroyed his first one that came with him. For Christmas I ordered another one with like 3 extra heads, so this one and a couple of others, but this is still his favourite. And in the case of 3 months, it's worn out already. And he does like the other ones, just not so much. I don't know what it is about it, but he's absolutely obsessed. You're not very playful today, are you, baby? So as much as Leo loves being held when he approaches you and kissed and cuddled and just wants to be completely in. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, sorry, on there. Yeah, I can see you. I can see your comments. I thought you meant like a separate message. Yeah, as much as he loves to be held and kissed and cuddled, if I pick him up now, he is gonna absolutely hate it. I don't know why. Maybe something to do with he thinks I'm gonna dress him, or I don't know, neuter him, or whatever his problem is. But I kind of do want to show you the back of his head. To be fair, he's in a pretty good angle already, aren't you, Leo? Just turn around a little bit. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? You have a couple of scabbies along here, but generally, nice head. You can sort of see, like, this is still part of his like head bald, but he's got some fur around it. Where he's got these little scars, it is like a proper line. He's got a few on his back and stuff as well. They're just almost like a line down. Oh, now you want to play with it? Does he hate it more? No. No, he just hates it when I pick him up, which I thought he'd love. And he spends like, you know, hours a day sat on my lap. I have to hold him like this and try and work like that. So it's quite difficult. I bought him for his birthday like the cat pouch, and I thought, oh, that's great, I can carry him around in it and he'd be obsessed with it. But I've managed to put him in it fully like once, and he was confused and annoyed, which is unfortunate because obviously I'm pretty sure if I could hold him and do the washing up, that would be his dream. He just can't figure out how to make that happen. Yeah, yes. Here you go, that's a good view of his head as well. I feel like he always knows this is happening, like he's really good at like either ignoring the camera purposely or paying complete attention to it. Until he's hiding in his little house. Good boy. Oh, sorry. I didn't realise I was on your head like that. Yes. With the patch, yeah. Oh, I definitely will. It's still up and ready to be used. And he is going to figure it out. He's definitely, I think, getting better with like relinquishing the control of the situation. I think maybe that's his problem, is that at least if I'm sat down and he comes and jumps on me, he's completely in charge. Toby's in his house cleaning himself. He's so cute, Leo. Let's get this. Little baby you are. You can see as well another bald spot on his back. I know they're, know what they are. I guess a lot of people would be unhappy with them. I actually think they might be a blessing, because obviously it's somewhere that he recurrently sort of scratches. And the first injury that he had when he came with us, which is the one that he needed staples for, was along one of his bald patches. Which makes me kind of think obviously they are like hot spots that he like injures fairly frequently, or at least more than once or twice. So it's probably a good thing because his fur is so thick, thick and rich, that it can be actually really hard to spot cut. So that first cut he had that was really bad, we took him to the vet to get that stapled because there was nothing we could do for it. And she came out and said, oh, and he actually had like a smaller one above that, and that was in his fur, and we just didn't see it, even though we were obviously cleaning pretty near it for the big cut and stuff, because it's just so dark and thick. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. So we get some dreamies out, get Timmy out of his house. So yeah, for us, obviously, it just means that if he's got spots along him, that he's injured, we actually can see. Come on, Tubbs. Good boy. Oh, we got a message from someone the other day on Instagram. I haven't replied to them yet. But it said along the lines of, is there a surgery for Toby to get his skin removed so he can play and jump like a normal cat? What's that? There is a surgery, and I don't know if I've spoken much about this. So there's another cat with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome at Texas Sanctuary. I don't know if it's specifically cat sanctuary or all animals. But he has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and he's only like 2 or 3 years old, so he's quite young, and he's had a couple of surgeries to remove his skin. I don't know if it's just like incredibly severe, maybe, and that's why he's had a couple of surgeries, or what motivates them to do it. But I know that he had one surgery to remove the skin, along his tummy, which is where Toby's is, and I think they do it separately for his neck. So they do one surgery for all of this area, and then one surgery for this. And I remember reading on their page, was for about 8 weeks actually, like completely immobile after it. So it's not even that the recovery period is 8 weeks, it's that he wasn't getting up and walking around and stuff by himself for 8 weeks. So it's obviously quite taxing on them, and not only that, they recently, someone said in our support group that they had cancelled his last surgery because of the surgery for his stomach. They cancelled that because he had some complications, the surgery from his neck. So it's obviously not only incredibly taxing, it's, I guess, slightly risky. Which, and I would like Toby to, not have to worry about all the skin. Not that I think he does. I'm not opposed to it, and we've kind of said, like, if that's possible, assuming there's not any like nerves or anything. Good boy. Nerves or anything that would prevent that from happening. Good boy. Then we would maybe do it one day. I don't know, when I'm off on like maternity leave or something, and I have the time to give him all of the energy that he would need after a major surgery. Obviously, now I'm working from home more. It's a potential that that would be the case now. But you know, if it's that severe, and you know, they're doing it once a year for Raffakai, I think that's how you say his name. Which means that Toby would have to go through that for every year, and he's only 8 now. He's 9 in August. How many surgeries is that going to be? You know, are we going to put him through that every year, or are we just going to wait until it gets to this stage? You know, what stage do we decide that it's a problem? I've always sort of said if it gets to the point where he is tripping on his stomach as he walks, which he's definitely not now. I do have that little video of it's terrible. It makes me cringe and laugh at the same time. He was playing with some cardboard, and I did put it up on my story, but I might post it later. So he's scratching all this cardboard that I've got ready to go out and put in the recycling. And he's on his back and he's on his stomach, whatever. And he turns over and he slips on his stomach, which is horrific and funny in, you know, the most terrible way. So I guess, yeah, in some ways it does bother him, but he didn't stop him playing. But in other ways, I just don't think that we're at the point where I think it's worth that, you know, putting him through that, because, you know, not only, like I said, is it a risk, like health-wise, it's, you know, 2 months maybe minimum of him being completely helpless and, you know, not allowed to even play. So I don't know. Maybe one day, Tobes. Good boy. Yeah. It's definitely good to know that that's an option, but I don't think that's an option right now. I think I'd like to start considering it in a couple of years when I know that it's not, you know, he's 8 now. If he lives another 10 years, that's 10 major surgeries. But so if he lives 10 years, it might be 2 years of his life that he spends recovering from reoccurrent surgeries. Good boy. So maybe in a couple of years we'll reevaluate and look at maybe every 3 or 4 years while he's still healthy, if it's something that he seems to need. But his skin really hasn't actually changed. Good boy. Oh, you're so beautiful. Which is, I think, the thing that's surprising. And I do, in a way, hesitate to say this because I know that it's not the case for everyone. And there definitely are a couple of people that we've met, and, you know, like Raffakai, who seem to have this skin that just puddles. And no, Toby, in a minute. In a minute, baby. Just puddles, and there seems to be nothing that can be done. But, you know, we're 2.5 years into having Toby now, and his skin doesn't seem to have changed at all. He was 6 when he came to us. So the fact that that happened in 6 years and we've seen no change in 2 makes me think that Toby's managed, you know, by being indoors, being somewhere that he can't injure himself freely, it seems to have just, you know, kind of resolved the issue of the skin growing and growing. Very likely in his last home, because it was a multi-cat household, and it just wasn't great. The boys were going out outside, which obviously is something they can't do unsupervised with their condition. He was probably, you know, doing whatever, getting injured in the garden or wherever he was going outside. And a multi-cat household, very likely there were a lot of cat bites. You know, like if it's sort of pack mentality, he was different. He might have been bullied, which is probably where Quinton's, you know, fierce, like, protectiveness came from. So it might be that he was picked on by these other cats, and injured quite frequently by them. doesn't care. He literally just wants the dreamies. Any fishy? No? Oh, it's so hard to keep a cat's face on screen. No? Fishy? Yeah. Tip-tops. Oh, you're a good boy, aren't you? I think he probably was bullied, you know. It's I think a lot of the time when you put animals in an environment where there's just no, tastes good. With catnip. Where there's, you know, no like security or love, and it's a very much like they have to fight to survive. You don't really foster that kind of kindness that creates loving cats, which is why I you know, I'm so incredibly proud of Toby and especially Quentin. Like, I don't think they were an environment where that looking after each other would have come naturally. So the fact that they managed to create this bond and that Quentin was just so gentle and loving towards Toby really is a testament to his kindness, you know? I think we've got to play because I've been talking for a very long time. Leo's just like sat behind the camera. I swear he like knows and understands and is like, no, not gonna do it. I think Quentin's very much the same, probably more so. You're okay, just moving around you. Every time we got the camera out, Quentin would just run away. He'd maybe stay for a picture or two and then be like, yeah, I am done. Thank you. Goodbye. Yes. Whereas Toby is the complete opposite. And, you know, I'm not going to pretend that I don't give them treats as a way to make them, you know, look and stay and whatever when I'm taking pictures. But, like, I remember once Quentin was just looking really beautiful in the bedroom, so I was taking some pictures of him, and I'd gotten the dreamies out to give him a couple of dreamies. Okay, so no, I didn't actually. I was taking pictures of Quentin. I think he actually was asleep, but just looking incredibly beautiful. And I was using the camera. That's what it was. I was using the camera, and obviously you've got the click of the camera. And Toby had heard that and just come running in and barged in front of the camera. But yeah, no, it's me. I get the snacks because you've taken pictures of me. Thank you. I wonder, what other toys do we have, babies? This is it, like this is the thing that they want. We've got them an activity feeder, which Toby's really good at. I'll grab that and see if I can get him to play with it. Leo gets, I think, frustrated and then loses interest very soon into it because he's not great. Do we have more dreamies? Okay, I'm going to go get the dreamies. That's fine. I'll be back.
Dreamies.
Hi, now I'm back. Okay, dreamies. So we keep the dreamies in we just bar bags and we throw them up because Toby knows how to get open the tub his first option is, I think, just to knock it off the table and hope for the best. But Leo will rip open the packets. So let me move this a little bit closer. And basically what you do is put some Dreamies along these little holes, and they have to try and get them out. Yes, like that. Yes, good boy. Leo, what he does is he's pretty good at pushing them around and seeing where they are, but then he just pushes them back as he tries to get them out. He'll just push them further into the track. Oh, come on. Buddy, so close. One day we'll do this on mobile and everything will just be so much easier. Yes, good boy, Toes. That's Leo losing interest because he can only push the Dreamies around rather than get them out. Come on. He's got two right at the end, but he just can't figure out how to push them that way. Almost, Toes. Yeah, I'll give you a cheat one. Let's put one there. There you go. Take that. Supposed to keep their brains nice and active. It's called a puzzle feeder. And eventually you would, rather than Dreamies, you would put in just dry cat food and they would work to get that out. So it's good for dieting cats. Obviously not if you're going to do what I do and stick like 12 Dreamies on a board and let them catch them all. Sometimes I feel bad because Louis the blind cat gets 6 Dreamies a day and I'm like, oh, I just throw 6 Dreamies into a bowl. You'll get that as a little morning snack, and then maybe you get some more later, and then you get 12 when I think you're being cute. Tips that up above. He's so good with his hands. Come on. Yeah, this way. Look. Want to get any from the bowl? I know, we love Louis. I really want to meet him. Is it weird if when all this is all over, I'm like, can we come to London and meet Louis? Come on. Come on, you can do it. Push him out, baby. He's so good with his hands, like he scoops. You did it? You got one? Yes. Do you want to give it a go? He's just sat off. See, he just gives up pretty much immediately. And then we'll just sit by and watch Toby do it because he just can't figure it out himself. Little baby. He doesn't have the patience, even though yes, we definitely want to meet Gilly as well. And we're so close. It's crazy. When all this is over, we'll come over for a cup of tea or something. Sorry, I know, but you don't need any help, Toby, so I don't know why I'm giving it to you. Come on. Yes, so close. Do you see that? Just the nice little scoop. Very neat. Incredible. You're trying to get any out of the bowl? Huh? Yes, I know. Inside the bowl. 45 minutes. See, that's nothing, is it? It's crazy. Yeah, right there. I've put it on the edge of the... It's not even inside anything, and he still can't get it. Yes. It's yours. All done. I hate being that mum that's like, I'm going to make something so incredibly easy for you, and then I'm going to tell you you're amazing when you do. Especially when Toby's like, hey, I actually worked for this. I managed to get my tongue inside a little hole to scoop a dreamy out with it. Oh, look at him. Why is he so perfect? Look at this. A flappy little chest. Come on, Leo. Inside. Yes. You can do it. Yes. Well done. It's exciting. I think everyone should have one of these. And I know Chris thinks I'm ridiculous because I just keep buying them stuff and taking up more and more of the house with all the stuff that I see. Why do we need this feeder thing? Like, it's massive. It's good for them. Because they deserve it and I want them to have everything. Huh? Who doesn't love a puzzle, Tobes? Inside. Leo did it. Put more. Leo. Yes! Leo's figured it out. Actually, I was babysitting yesterday. Grace's nephews came over. Which is fine because I don't go anywhere, so I don't see anyone. No one got COVID. And I don't know if I told you. The oldest said to me, "The living room has got so much smaller since you've had these cats." Because there's just lots of cat stuff everywhere. Yep. That is the case. Never has a more accurate observation been made. I was talking the other day to Chris, and I said, actually, I think we could probably fit a little table in here if we want a little dining table. But realistically, we'd probably have to get rid of like one of the 4 cat beds that are in here, and I'm not going to do that. So we'll eat on the sofa and you can sleep as much as you want. Go on, Leo. You can do it. Oh, I just hate watching it when they push it. Oh, you can do it. I think Leo might be over it now, but he had a small bout of success, which I think is a win, to be fair. He did really well. To take pictures of you like this, aren't I? It looks so cute. Yeah, the pooping's good. Leo's only gone in the tray for the last week, so I'm really pleased with him. Yeah, I know obviously they say like when they go anywhere else other than the litter tray and they're actually trained, you should go to the vets, but we didn't this time because we'd taken him twice before. Once he was just pooping on the floor outside the litter tray, and they said he's fine, he's great. Go on, Toast, you can do it. He's fine, he's great, it's nothing physical, which obviously meant it must be behavioural. And then we took him as well a couple months ago because I woke up in the morning and he was peeing on my leg while I was asleep over the duvet, so I was not thrilled at that. So we went and he got tested for a UTI and nothing. and that morning I think they had been fighting, so Chris had shut the bedroom door and left Leo in there to keep him and Toby apart. And there was no litter tray, so I think he was just like, oh, you're not going to leave me with a litter tray, I'm going to poop and pee on your bed. He's got it from here, Leo. I love this activity feeder thing. I think it's great. And you know, you've got to consider as well, if they're indoor cats, you've got to keep them, you know, occupied and stimulated. And this definitely does that. Sometimes they'll just sit and watch it for a few minutes, and they're obviously planning like their strategic, which am I going to go for? How am I going to get it out? Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so I think what we're going to do is go to the bedroom, and we can pick out something for them to wear. And then maybe take a couple of photos of them in their outfit, because we don't have a post yet for Instagram. So let's see if we can do that. Get an Instagram post for today. Oh, the cat nose is stuck. Yep, there we go. Oh, sorry, Tobes. It's by my feet. Where did I get the activity feeder? I think they do the same one on Amazon, but I got that one from Zooplus, which is where I got like all of their Christmas stuff. Someone told me that Pets at Home is overpriced, and Zooplus is better, and they're probably right, but I still spent a lot of money. Yeah. Not that one. You coming, Tobes? Toby's by the door. Okay, so Toby's doing like a little trot in and sit down. Little trot in, sit down. He's getting here slowly. Huh? Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Okay. So I think since we've got Leo here, what we'll do is pick a Leo outfit first. Leo definitely needs more clothes because Toby's got them all. So this is Leo's section here, and then this is Toby's. And there are a couple of Halloween type things back here as well, like costumes. So not all Toby, but it's mostly Toby. It's time. So what we're going to do today is pick a Leo outfit. It's a bit chilly, so that's worth considering. This was part of the Halloween costumes. They had like little baby dungarees. So cute. Obviously I don't put actual trousers on them day to day, and even when I did, I sort of clipped it to their side because I don't want to deal with what happens when they're wearing trousers and try to go to the toilet. I know, I need to stop. Like, he's got so many, and every time I'm out, I'm like, what can I buy clothes-wise? He's got 2 like Hawaiian type shirts. What is that? Someone stop me. Yeah, he has a hoodie, and I've been really lazy. I need to sew them down because he doesn't like it when it flaps up. So I've just put clips on the hood so it doesn't go over his head, because he gets really stressed and confused. Toby has a hoodie as well, but he doesn't mind it actually when it goes over his head. He uses it to take a nap. So Toby has his hood up. He doesn't go to sleep. Can't always get it down, but he really enjoys like planting his face down, throwing the hood up, and just taking a good nap. So that's an option for a Leo dress. Hoodie. He does look pretty cool. It's got little zebras on it. So that's pretty cool. And then he's got a couple of these long sleeve shirts. Play all day, very Leo, very cute. And he has some baby grows. So I think we put him in that last time. And then he's got a baby bear, a baby Leo, future space cadet, oh, little monster, very cute. Honestly, I've got so many clothes. I had to buy an actual clothes rack for them. And then we've got turtlenecks. So we've got his famous unicorn, nice and stripy, and then his dark one, very cute. And then so Toby has way more human shirts actually than Leo does. Leo has a lot of cat shirts. So then we've got Lobster. I love this one, and I should buy more. The lady that makes them doesn't have a website, but she's in our group on Facebook. But she's, I think, in America, so it does cost a lot to get them shipped over, but they're so worth it. I'll try and full stuff at the back, and I always think it's really funny. Every time he's in it, I think he looks like a surgeon, which I'm just obsessed with. And then he's got zebra stripe, little croppy top, originally made for Toby, but obviously wasn't going to fit him. Toby's got one as well. And then a nice little leopard print. Do you know what? I don't rate animal prints on people. I'm not a fan. But animal prints on cats are so cute. I'm a little bit obsessed. And then we have a fancy Leo. So he's got, can you tell how I've sorted it out as well? He has his little polo. We pop the collar in that to get his neck all safe. And then he's got, I think he's too fat for this, which is a shame. It's got little planes on it, so I bought it before we got him because I was like, he's going to need a couple clothes. I know it's coming. But I think he's a little bit too big for it. At least have it done up. And then a nice fancy shirt because, if he ever goes to a formal event, what's he going to wear? So that is a Leo wardrobe. What are we thinking? Are we going hoodie? Oh, hoodie's still here as well. So hoodie's still here. Long sleeve t-shirt, onesies, turtlenecks, cat shirts, or fancy shirts. Those are our Leo sections. I don't know if I'll be able to go through everything for Toby because it's huge. I think, I don't know, he needs more clothes. I think this one maybe. I think it really suits him and he looks very cute in it. And green is definitely his colour. Or the cat shirt. The lobster cat shirt. I don't know. It's supposed to be warm, I think, this week, so I don't want to put anything too heavy. So I think that's out. Is it ready? Yeah. Yeah. So are we going lobster? Very cute. Okay. What I'll do is get him back. Obsessed. Sounds like nice quality. She sent this for free as well. The postage was still like $30 or something, which is crazy. She will eventually have a website. So, handmade by Java Cat. Okay. Yeah. Here and jump off the sofa again. Come on, baby. I bet he's going to be really difficult to dress this time. Come on. Come on. What are you doing down there? Okay. Come on. Okay. I have to pick him up. Huh? Yeah. I swear he knows, and he's like, absolutely not. I do feel bad having to dress them, especially when they're clearly enjoying their naked freedom. But yeah, I think I kind of caught it. I took his t-shirt off, and then he was scratching within the first couple minutes, and that's kind of. Come on. Yeah, I think that kind of proves the point that they do need these as much as we're not. Come on. And we've been really bad with putting on the nail caps. So I did a full set a couple weeks ago, and he pretty much got them off. And he's like, his middle nails are the ones that he does the damage with, but they're so teeny tiny, especially because when you put a nail cap on, you have to trim the nail. There we go. Come on. You have to trim the nail first. Come on. And then put it on. And that means that it doesn't quite have a point on it. Come on. In theory, this is easier to get him dressed in. There we go. But it doesn't like all these. So, wait a minute, please. There we go. Oh, I'm so obsessed. I know you don't like it. And that's the worst part of your day, isn't it? Look how cute he is. See, do you see the surgeon vibe, or is it just me? Come on. Oh, baby Leo. Now he's gonna go sulk. They don't wear each other's clothes. And let's see if I can show you why. So this is a Leo onesie, and this is a Toby shirt. It doesn't look as different as I thought they would. But essentially that's what you get. Leo wears 0 to 3 in baby clothes, and Toby wears 6 to 9 months. So they've got a little bit in between them. I think, Toby has a 12-inch neck, and Leo definitely does not. I did actually put Leo in one of Toby's shirts the other day, and he looked ridiculous and managed to take it off within like 10 minutes because it just drowned him. Toby's a little bit chubs. So I think what we're going to do now is pick a Toby shirt, and then I'm going to have to go get Toby. So leave that for now. Put that here. I'm not going to go through everything he has. It'll take me a long time because he has too much stuff, if we're being honest. So first, Toby has jackets, and I don't think we're going to need them because it's going to be hot. So he's got his, I'm obsessed with this, I wish he had more, denim jacket, like a little stretchy denim, very cute, baby dungarees, and then he's got little warmer vests, because, needs them. Yeah, I think Toby's just probably still on the activity feeder, if we're being honest with ourselves. And then he has his hoodie, very cute. And he's got this. He was very nice the other day. That's nice and cute, long on the neck. This is a dog shirt, fits the mama, so means his little belly's out at the bottom. And then he's So I said when we got to this one of Leo's that it was originally made for Toby. Obviously, it wasn't going to fit him. It was custom made, but still was not the right measurements at all. So I sent them back in, and I reiterated that he needs a big neck. Like, he's got a big neck. But the neck is just too, like, the neck hole is as big as the stomach hole. So it's just too big, which is unfortunate. He does look cute in it, but he can take off immediately. I did actually the other week put them both in them so they matched for about 5 minutes until Toby went to the toilet and dragged it through a bunch of poop. I'm not going to say it was on purpose, but Toby knew what he was doing. So, and then he's got this, which is his first t-shirt ever. I'm obsessed with it. He looks adorable. And I think... no, I don't know. I was wrong. I was going to say that was by the same person that made Leo's onesie, but it wasn't. And then he's got these cute long sleeve t-shirts. They're cute. Oh, I missed a long sleeve. The great thing about being a procrastinator is we bought this along with a little jacket and trousers for one of our friends who had a baby, and then we didn't see them, and the baby was obviously too big for it, so the shirt is now Toby's. Beautiful. And I don't know if you've noticed, so that is a tiger, a zebra, and a lion, and then we have a tiger, a zebra, and a lion, because that is Leo, obviously, Toby, and Quentin. So I think that was long sleeve t-shirts, and then we've got a couple of short sleeves. So this is our campaign, which is still up, and I think you can find the link on our link tree, so you should go and sign it. It's basically Instagram is terrible, and despite the horrific abuse that you can see, people posting it on Instagram and Facebook, they didn't actually have any option to report that specifically a while ago, and then they added it a month or so after our campaign. But basically, if you report animal abuse, and I've seen some really horrific animal abuse on one of the platforms, they will come back to you and say it's fine. So basically what they've done is they've added the option, but they still don't care. Yeah, so there's that. Sign the petition. Had that made especially for that, obviously. Very cute. His tummy and gummy shirt, because who doesn't need one? So cute. And then this. I think someone bought that from my Amazon wishlist a while ago. It's got a couple stains on it. Adorable. He's got so many short sleeve t-shirts because he needs them. I enable him. This was specifically for Leo. I found a website that you can like make t-shirts, and it's not too expensive to just have one made. So that's kind of what I do. So welcome home, Leo. Very cute. He had that on the day Leo came home. Wild and free. I am a brave boy. Wales Rugby Union. For when the rugby's on, obviously. And here comes trouble. And the funny thing is, I mean, we talk about it all the time with each other. We'll say, God, doesn't Toby look so good in dark colours, you know, reds and blues? And then we'll say, doesn't Toby look so good in pastels? Oh, doesn't Toby look so good in like a nice pastel orange? Oh, doesn't Toby look so good in like a bright orange? He just looks good in everything, and I think we need to stop singling out colours, because it's every colour every time we dress him. We have to talk about how beautiful he looks. And then we've got, this is the first baby shirt. We got him. Great. Obsessed. This is another one. Got a unicorn. It's from the girls section, but I don't care. Toby. Nice little brown. And this is his Leo one. So we got that when Leo was when Quentin wasn't very well. So yeah, and that says my best friend with a picture of Quentin on it. That's quite nice to have. I really like having that around. So we've gone for that blue one already. And then, God, I think we're almost at the end of short sleeve t-shirts. So, you know, consider that a blessing, I guess. And then a plain one. So this was, someone bought this from my Amazon wishlist not long ago. A couple sets of those. Striped Crusader with the zebra on. Another one from the pack. Very cute. And then another one. Little elephants and stuff. The good thing is, like, when people buy all this baby clothes for babies and they're like, oh, they're only going to wear it for like 2 months at most and then they're going to grow out of it. Toby's fully grown. I don't feel too bad about buying 6 to 9 months of baby clothes and buying an excess of them because he should be wearing that forever. So, and then we've got vests. And we need to get Leo some because he's going to feel left out in the summer. Nice relaxed vest. Another dino. Sharks. Pretty cool. He's a pretty cool cat, really. Really want to take him to the beach in one of his vests. What I want. And then obviously he's got. It's too full up here. His shirts. So he's got fancy, Hawaiian, ooh, casual. It's a bit Hawaiian. It's got some palm trees on it. Probably Hawaiian again, to be honest. Really Hawaiian. So cute. Okay, I think that's it. So what are we voting for? So full. I'm struggling to get clothes back on. Sharks. Is that the vest? I love him in a vest. Look, guns out. I think that's a good choice. It should be warm this week, so. Okay. I'm gonna go find Toby. I will be back. Toby. Yeah. Right under your armpit there. Sorry. I bent it so that should be more comfortable. Calm down, baby. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Get the Toby undressed. He's actually easier to dress than Leo. Leo's pretty feisty. I think I've actually put a YouTube video up where I dressed Toby, but I didn't manage to dress Leo. There we go. Look how cute he is. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. He was struggling with his eyes quite a bit last week. So he's got that. Yeah, there's a dreamy there. So he's got that problem where his eyelashes can grow like inwards and really irritate his eyes. And that was kind of the case. So they were getting quite goopy and stuff, and we were having to wash it a lot. But it's better now. Doing pretty good. Obviously, there is an option when it happens, if it gets to the point where they have to have like surgery to like take the eyelashes out, which if we can avoid, we do. So basically, you wash it and pull the eyelash back out as we do it. But he's not bad right now, is he? No. And some more dreamies. Look at those arms. I'll celebrate them, Tobes. Huh? You're gonna celebrate them. You're so beautiful. Okay. Yes. And here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do It's behind you, my love. No, you don't see it. Tidy up a bit. Leo's gone. Leo's asleep. Yeah, Leo's coming. I think he's got lost. Okay. So what I'm going to do... Oh, sorry, Toast. I'm going to try and take some pictures of Toby in his vest now. See the process. So I got my phone around Christmas time. I just got the single take, which is pretty good for cat photos, because it means I can just press this and it gets the best ones out. Sometimes they really don't. Oh. It's a fashion shoot. Yes. Look at you, Tobes. So handsome. There's some good behind the scenes content. Huh? Beautiful. Leo's just in his bed at the side. Huh? Yes. Show those arms off. Look at you. Been to the gym? Beautiful. Can you see how big his paws are? They're just ginormous. Look at that. Ugh. I've had this phone for a month, and I've already for like 3 months, and I've already filled up like all the space on it. Yes, beautiful. There we go. And I can take no more pictures because I've got too many cat pictures. Stunning. I think we got it though, if we're being honest with ourselves. I think that was it. Toby's a professional, and he can get the best shots in not a lot of time. Tobes. I love you. Okay, let's say goodbye now then. Huh? Say goodbye, my love. Boy. Huh? Say goodbye. Thank you, everyone. Obviously, we'll be back next month to do this. I think it works out pretty well at this time. At the end of each month on a Sunday. Quite a nice time to do it, I think. We could maybe start doing it a little bit later now that it's getting lighter in the evenings. So when we started this in like January time, it was quite dark at like 4 o'clock. But we could probably actually start pushing it back to 4 if that works better for people. That kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll see, but we'll be scheduling that in towards the end of April. Thank you to everyone who's watched and kind of stuck with us through another set of technical difficulties. Have a nice rest of your weekend. Thank you. Bye. Goodbye, Tobes. Yeah, good boy.